Welcome back, everyone. So we are still talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's matter. So for a very long time now, a lot of people have been asking, like, the reason why Mr. Joseph Okechukwu has not been talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, right? Especially his release. But in this video, he breaks the silence, and I'm going to allow you guys to listen and hear everything that he said here. But before then, that this particular video, which I would love you guys to watch, concerning how people are reacting about what happened the last time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in the court, concerning the witnesses from federal government that covered their faces. People are saying that this is unacceptable because one of them can say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said them so day to go and bomb so places. So how can Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recognize people that are testifying against him? So people are saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers are not supposed to accept that because at the end of the day, it's going to affect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Anyway, let me allow you guys first to just listen and hear what he said. Then you're going to listen to what Mr. Joseph Okechukwu said concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's matter as well.
Trial in Abuja has taken a different turn right now. Nnamdi Kanu's trial has taken a very wild turn because the judge, the Federal High Court in Abuja, has just permitted masks wearing witnesses, people wearing masks, to come and testify against Nnamdi Kanu. Witnesses wearing masks to come and testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, Nnamdi Kanu has been going on this trial for the past few years, but somehow it has never ever had any headway. And that is why right now, and that led to Nnamdi Kanu rejecting, the former judge, Binta Nyako, rejecting it and saying he wants a new judge, and that has been granted. Right now, his case is now in the hand of another judge, and this judge seems as if he wants to get the ball rolling to start this trial. And right now, he has granted a motion to the federal government prosecution that they will allow people to come forward and testify against Nnamdi Kanu putting on masks. And this is because of reasons that we do not know. This is what I have to say. Federal government, Federal High Court, don't you think this Nnamdi Kanu's case has been dragging for too long? Don't you think it's time to face this case and judge this matter? If you're sending him to prison, you send him to prison. If you're releasing him, you release him to his family. Is it not better? Is it not time? We stop playing cat and rat game with this man's case. It doesn't matter what he did. It doesn't matter what he did not do. What matters is that you cannot hold a man like this for long. You put him in DSSL for how many years? Today you bring up his case, tomorrow you talk about his case, tomorrow this case, just playing politics on this man's life. It is not necessary. It doesn't matter what he did. If he did something bad, punish him. If he didn't do something bad, release him. It's simple. Because in this country we have rule of law, and I am here to defend that rule of law. And we as Nigerians should defend the rule of law. Talking about masks, people should come and testify against him wearing masks or no masks. That's not my concern. Because at the end of the day, if I tell you here that it is wrong, it doesn't change anything. You will still go ahead anyway and bring in people wearing masks to testify against him, people who are spirits or ghosts. But you forget that people that should testify in our court must be credible enough, visible enough, authentic enough to stand in our court and bear witness against any suspect. That means we must be able to identify who they are, their names, where they are from, where they live. Because somebody's life is at stake at the moment. And you can't play, you can't joke with it by bringing in caricature, by bringing in masquerades, by bringing in masked men to come and testify against somebody who is a very major suspect in a very big matter. He should be able to see the people and say, I know you, you are right, I remember you, or I don't remember you, or I don't know you. Then the person that's witnessing will say, oh God, you know me. You sent me to go and bomb that place, or you sent me, you know my father and my mother, I will know. I will still bring them here. You cannot lie. I have the alert you sent for me. My name is so and so and so. I live here and here and here. Let the case be very vibrant. Let us know if it's true or not. The witness should not be afraid to speak. Should not be. People every day testify against the federal government. It is now a normal citizen like Kanu that you are afraid to testify against with your face. I don't want to go there, like I said. All I want to say is, be that as it may, federal government, please. I am tired. Nigerians are tired of seeing people under trial for years without the case moving forward. We are tired of seeing people under trial for years, even in the DSSL. It is a very, very sad story. We don't like it. It costs the country a lot. It hurts our unity as a country. And it also shows international community that we do not have the rule of law in this country. At the time of President Tinubu's reform agenda, I'm sure the justice reforms are also there waiting to be executed. And this is not a good way to execute reforms in the justice system of Nigeria. Start this Nnamdi Kanu's case to show Nigerians that there is going to be a holistic reforms in the justice system by not only going into this matter and ending this matter, but by sentencing him if he is guilty or releasing him if you have no case against him. But what you should not do is to still stalling this case, leaving him in the DSS dungeon. No, that would be very wrong. Try him in the courts. Try him in the open. Try him anywhere. Let the case be a national case. And if he ever committed crimes that you find, wanting, do your job. The man himself has said it many times that you should send him to prison rather than keeping him in DSS dungeon. But Buhari refused to do that. So I'm calling upon Tinubu right now to start this man's case and let this man face the law. Start this man's case the right way. Let witnesses who we can see, who we can verify their identities, be allowed to witness. Do not use masked witnesses. It's very wrong. But I know you may still go ahead and do that. But anyhow it is, please let this man's case end once and for all. Let his case end. We are tired of hearing this case every day. If you want to sentence him to prison, go ahead. If you want to release him, please go ahead. But let us not keep flogging the same person every day for years. You bring him out to the masquerade like as if it's every day we keep on shaming him. You bring him out to the altar, you flog him, you take him back again, you bring him out to the arena, you flog him again. You keep on doing this for years. For years. When will it stop? When will it stop? Let's unite this country. We're talking about integration as a country. Let's unite this country. Do the right thing. Whatever it is, do the right thing. But let us not caricature ourselves and make ourselves look stupid in the international community. That's all I beg. That's all I beg.
Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing great today. So I want to break my silence on a very sensitive issue. And when I say that I want to break my silence, I mean I want to break my silence on video. Because in print, I have constantly spoken up about this particular issue. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been incarcerated for such a long time. And there's been a lot of intrigues, there's been a lot of drama here and there regarding his release. Now, if we are going to tell ourselves the truth, there are a lot of people who literally loathe Nnamdi Kanu's guts. There are a lot of people who feel very offended by his actions, by his attitude, by his character, by the way he talks. Just name them. Everything about the guy irritates you. And there are people, leaders also, who sincerely and genuinely feel that Nnamdi's freedom would upset a lot of things for them. Maybe steal the shine, maybe cause some obstruction, maybe derail their political movement or anything, whatever it is. There are people who have that feeling. There are. In my part of the world. So it leads to a conclusion that most of what we see as efforts at releasing him are mere window dressing. I'm breaking my silence because it has gotten to a point where we need to tell ourselves the truth. Nnamdi Kanu is our own. I have witnessed with my own eyes elements from other regions who were far more destructive or are far more destructive than anything you could ever accuse Nnamdi Kanu of doing. And all that these guys get is just a slap on the wrist. And they get away with it. See, I'm making this video because I want to be frank. I don't want to make emotional statement here. Not. Here's my deal. Rather than keep Nnamdi Kanu incarcerated and locked away in jail, why can't there be a deal reached with him? You get your freedom, you stay quiet, you go and rest, you don't make noise. Even if it's for a season, let that deal be reached. Nnamdi is fiercely free. He hates being caged, but at this point, I think this would fly. Just so he can come out. This man has a family. He has a wife. He has children. Think about the emotional torture, the psychological trauma he goes through every day. All because he insisted that his people should be treated well. We can all argue about his methods and whenever these things come up in discussions, I keep saying to people, point to me one man that is perfect in this world. We all have our own issues. We don't always get it all right. You get some right and you get some wrong. Yes, some things may have been done wrongly, but there's also a lot of positive things that have come out of the movement that he set up, despite all the efforts to demonize them, to tarnish their image, to brand them as terrorists, and all kinds. When we have terrorists, real life terrorists who don't hide it, staring us in the face every day, killing our people. And we even have Boko Haram members being branded repentant, forgiven, and reintegrated into the society of Nigeria. But Nnamdi Kanu is not worthy of rejoining his family after 4 years of incarceration. And I ask, why? For what? It is becoming a shame on the collective sensibility of all Igbo people all over the world. This thing has gone beyond the limits of tolerance, and we should, as a matter of extreme urgency, do something now, because the sense of urgency that I feel doesn't come to me just like that. The sense of urgency I feel now always comes to me when something is about to go bad or get worse. If Nnamdi Kanu is not released now, it will not be too long before the story will change. Take my word for it. This is the first time I'm making a video appeal to all the powers that be to release Nnamdi Kanu. It's not a threat. I mean, what can I do? But I'm just telling us that we've got to that point where we have to say whatever it takes. Let it take. Our Southeast governors and our Southeast politicians, there is no way on earth that if you guys decide Nnamdi will be out in the next 72 hours, he won't be out, except if the British government decides to come in and say, hey, we don't want him out. He's our citizen too. And they put their foot down and said, it doesn't matter what you guys do. And of course, those are the only ones that you guys fear. And up till this day, I still wonder why a British citizen will be so incarcerated and so terribly treated, ill-treated, and Britain does nothing. That's a topic for another day. But the point is, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs to be released. Not tomorrow, not next tomorrow. Now, something is about to go wrong. And if this thing is allowed to go wrong, everyone will get to a point where it will be like, oh gosh, if we had known. May that not be the case. Please, President Bola Tinubu, our politicians in Southeast, whoever is concerned, make it quick. Release Nnamdi Kanu now. And God bless you all for hitting this call.
So my people, that is it. I hope you guys had everything they said here. Like, the most important thing is that Nigeria government should let Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go, because according to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he did not commit any crime, because self-determination is not a crime. In reality, and if you are going according to the rule of law, no court in Nigeria have the right or jurisdiction to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But me looking at what happened the last time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was in the court, them going back to 2015 in order to establish the fact that they have a jurisdiction to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is something that we're supposed to be worried about, because these people are trying everything possible in order to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go in for all this nonsense. And also, it is worrisome that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers accepted that the witnesses from federal government should cover their faces. I don't know their reasons anyway, but let's keep watching and see how all this nonsense is going to end. Please do well to subscribe if today is your first time here. Share the video, give it a like so that you too will recommend this for other people to watch. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and I will see you guys in my next update. Goodbye for now.
Welcome to Mazi Nnamdi TV. Go off into